Lovelies, in this video we'll be making these snowflakes, perfect for decorating for Christmas. If you like this video, then please comment, rate, and subscribe, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's get started. What you're going to need is you're going to need popsicle sticks, tulle, white paint, glitter is optional, scissors, and a glue gun, and obviously a paintbrush. So these are the sticks that I'm using. These are 4.5 inches long by 3/8 thick. As long as they're 4.5 inches long, the measurements will work out perfectly for you. To make the large snowflake, which is right here, you will need 27 popsicle sticks. To make the smaller ones, you will need 19 popsicle sticks. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you about how long these are. The baby ones are about 10 inches, and the large one is over a foot. It's about 19 inches. Sorry if you guys can hear my kitten. So I'm going to show you how to make the two different types of popsicle sticks you're going to need for the small one. For the larger one, you're going to use, it's going to be the same technique, but on the body you're going to use whole popsicle sticks, and these pieces at the end are half popsicle sticks. So as we go through, you'll see what I'm talking about. So for the small ones, I'm going to show you how I measured it. So I'm going to zoom you guys in. Hopefully I can get you guys to see what I'm looking at. Yeah, I'm going to move some stuff. Sorry about him crying, you guys. There's really nothing I can do about it. So I'm going to take a popsicle stick and use it to brace the bottom like this, to where it is, the popsicle stick is flush with the bottom of the ruler. And I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to mark. There's the 2 inches, then there's the first knot. I'm going to go in between the first and second knot, because that's, I figured, about half of the popsicle stick. Okay? And that is for the main snowflake. For the little, I guess, little legs on the outside of the popsicle stick, it's exactly, just measure 1.5 inches. So you can get two of the little feet. Let me zoom you guys back out. You can get 2 of the little feet, 2 little pieces to the feet out of one popsicle stick. The body you can only get, obviously, 2 pieces out of one. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure this one since I'm already measuring it. So 1.5, 1.5. Okay. Now here I already have them cut and divided. So these are my main pieces, and over here are my little feet. So we can go ahead and start with the feet. The feet are fairly simple. Make sure you have your glue gun. So I'm going to bring my glue gun over here. Get some of this stuff out of the way. I'm just having it sitting on paper. Ooh, sorry. So the first thing you're going to do is, for each foot, you're going to need 3 pieces. So I'm going to put a dab of glue, and I'm going to take a second piece, and I'm going to make an L with it. Don't use so much glue that it, you know, starts really spilling out over the sides. It's okay if it spills out a little bit. And then the third leg is going to go at an angle to make the centerpiece. So let me zoom you guys in so you guys can see. And of course, it's not pointing where I want it to. Okay, so again, like I said, it's going to go in the center, and you can move it and get it. I kind of realized that right here at an angle is where it's going to sit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue at an angle. And then I'm going to place the piece, and I'm going to put it facing me so I can make sure that it's centered. Okay? So go ahead and make all your little feet, and you can pause this video right here, and then we will start on the main piece. Okay, to build the main piece, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get some sticks, and you're going to make V's. You're going to want to make 3 V's. Just randomly make 3 V's. This is going to be the center of the snowflake. So, and then all you do from here is you just kind of move the little arms around until they're about, all the little gaps right here are about even. You're probably not going to get them perfectly even, but close enough is good. Okay. Once you do that, you can go ahead and glue these down. So that one wasn't exactly touching, so let me rework this. Okay. So now start gluing the sticks down. Don't glue them to each other, just kind of like don't glue each of the V's together, just work on one V at a time. I hope that makes sense and I'm not confusing you guys. And be very careful to not really move it too much, because then it'll become out of place and then your V will probably not be where it's supposed to be. Okay. And then the last one. Okay. So now that we have that, that's great. Now it's time to start building the rest of it. So get these into place if you've accidentally moved them. This does take a lot of time because the pieces do move. So you're always having to move them back. Okay. Now, if you guys notice that these all have the rounded edges on the inside. So make sure that that's how yours looks. Is that the rounded edges are on the inside. And the jagged edges are going out. Okay. Now we're going to take our other sticks. Jagged edges meet jagged edges. Rounded edges meet rounded edges. And you're going to make the diamond shapes. Okay. So just go ahead and make your diamond shapes. Okay, so, like I said, continue to build your diamonds. Once you've built it and you got it where you want it, just start gluing it down. Pieces will move. That's a given. So, you just kind of got to keep fixing it. So, but get it down. Once you get it the way you want it, get it glued down, and we'll be right back. Okay, now that you've got it all glued together, now I want you to examine both sides and find out which side you like the best. So, I like this side. So this side's going to face out. This is the side I want to see. So I'm going to flip it over to the side I don't want to see. I'm going to take one of my scraps for making the little feet. And I'm going to cut it smaller because right now it's too big. And I'm going to form a brace for this middle. So I want it to be able to touch all three pieces, but not really be seen. And this one just broke in half, but that's okay because I can just use two pieces. So that looks good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put glue wherever the brace is going to touch. And then I'm going to take my brace and I'm going to press it down. And that's just to make the middle stronger, so it's not like pushing out. So it gives it a good sturdy middle so it's not flip-flopping around. Okay. Now it's time to put your little feet on. So your feet are going to go on the side you don't like, so wherever you put the brace, go ahead and face that up because that's where you're going to put your feet. So I'm going to put a dot of glue on this middle one, and I'm going to place it on my star. I'm going to lift up my star, make sure that it's centered before the glue has a chance to take effect and make any adjustments I need. Okay? So again, I'm going to take it, put a dab of glue on the center one. Okay? I'm going to press it on. I'm going to pick it up and make sure that it's centered. Okay? So just do that to all 6 pieces. Okay, and then let me zoom you guys out, not in, out. And there you have your snowflake. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the last one I have to do, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to paint. Okay, so go ahead and get your thing. And the paint I'm using is Apple Barrel white paint. And it's just a white paint from Apple Barrel. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small detailing brush, and I'm going to make sure that I get all these edges. Like, get around all the joint areas, because that's where my sponge is not going to fit. So just anywhere where there's a joint is where I'm going to paint with my detailing brush. Because if not, you'll just see a bunch of you'll still see a bunch of wood. If you have spray paint, that's another option. But I don't have spray paint, so I'm just doing it with acrylic paint. And as you can see, I'm being severely messy when applying it, because I'm going to go over it with the sponge. So, no need in being completely neat. Not for me anyways. You can paint it any color: white, green, red, orange, blue, whatever, pink. So I'm just making sure that I get all the little cracks and crevices really good. And you want to do this part now because, I mean, I prefer to do it now because once you start using the sponge, there's really going to be no place for you to grip. But right now there's a bunch of empty spaces for me to hold on to while I'm doing it. So I'm not getting a huge amount of paint on me, but it's not that big of a deal either because it's just paint. So it would probably look really good if you had spray paint, but like I said, I don't. So working with what I got. I think I got them all pretty good. So now I'm going to put a little bit more paint because I need to do a second coat on another one. So I'm going to dip my sponge in and I'm just going to start sponging the snowflake. So I use this sponge for sponging on nail polish on my nails. That's why it's all cut up and disfigured. So I'm just using a section of it. I feel like this is a really, really fast way to get it coated really well. Sometimes it does miss in places, so that's when I get my brush and I go in there. Obviously I missed that corner because it was a corner that it couldn't reach. Try to make sure you don't put like globs anywhere, and if you do, make sure you go back and even it out. You want a pretty even coat on here. Go ahead and move it over here and finish it so I can do a second coat on the other one that I have. One coat could be pretty, it would do just fine, but because I'm doing it with a sponge, I'm going to just hit it with a second coat just to be on the safe side. There's no bald spots. Because I did notice on the first 2 or 3 that I did, there was some bald spots, so that way I can avoid bald spots. So again, same thing. Just take it and go over all the spaces. And while it's drying, or before it dries, while it's still wet, if you want to add glitter, go ahead and apply some, or sprinkle some glitter on. Glitter glue. If you're going to use glitter glue, wait till it dries though, because if not, you'll end up smearing it. So oh, I'm stuck. 2 of them. They got stuck together. Okay. And then you're going to go ahead and let those dry. And then when they're dry, we'll come back and start to put on the tool. Okay, now it's time to put the tool on. So to get it to look exactly like this one, I'm going to show you how to do it. All the tool is in 6-inch strips, so I've already cut them into 6-inch strips. So to make this one look exactly like this one, where there's blue and a lot of white on the outside, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to start with white. And I'm going to put white on this one. So I'm just making a knot with it, pulling it all the way to the inner part. Okay, and then I'm going to skip one, put another white, okay, skip one again, and put another white. Now I have 3 different colors of tulle. If you don't want to use 3, then use 2. So I'm going to look at the back, and on the ones that I didn't put white, I see that I used teal. So let me grab my teal real quick. Okay. So on the ones that don't have white, I'm going to put teal. So you're going to have 3 teal and 3 white. Okay. Now to keep these out of the way so I can do the next color, I'm going to gather them up. And I'm going to take a hair tie. And I'm going to wrap the hair tie around it. Okay. So the next color I need is turquoise. So the turquoise ones, now what I like to do, and I should have said this already, is I find what way stretches more. And that's the way I put it on. So where the white is, we're going to put teal. We're going to put turquoise, sorry. I said teal. We're going to put our turquoise. So on every one that has white first, we're going to put turquoise. So again, I'm going to see what way stretches more. It's obviously that way because this way doesn't stretch as much. And the glitter will get everywhere, just don't worry about it. Okay. And find out what way stretches the most. Okay. Now on the ones that had teal, we're going to put white. So again, just like the other ones, find out what way the white one stretches the best. If you need to, check the bottom to make sure that you're putting it in the right spot. Because it's really hard to tell the teal from the turquoise. This is a great way to reuse or to get rid of scrap pieces that you have. Okay. Now we're going to take the ponytail back off. Be careful when you do so you're not like, ruining any of it. Okay. Then we're going to do it again. Punch it all up. Wrap it around again. Okay. So if I look at this, I'm going to see that next I take my turquoise and I'm only going to put it where there's the blue or the, oh wait, not turquoise, I think it's teal that goes next. Yeah, it's teal. Sorry. Got confused for a second. Okay, so take your teal, and where you just put the turquoise, this is where you're going to put the teal next. Okay? So again, I'm going to go where we put the turquoise, I'm going to put another teal. Keep grabbing the wrong one. Okay. So that'll be right there. And there's one more. Okay, now we're skipping the whites. We're not putting anything after the white. So some of them go teal, white, and stop. Okay, the other ones are going to go white, turquoise, teal, white. So we get 3 more whites. Okay, again, find out the stretchy parts. So where we just were with the teal, this is where we're going to put the white. Same ones. Because I really like the way they look when they all end in white. I've tried them the other ways and white just looks the best. Okay, so one more stretchiness. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the ponytail holder off again. So I'm going to find my way around. Okay. And that's it. So now all you do is you take your hand and you fluff it until you're happy with it fluffed. Just kind of move the little pieces around. And there you go. You are all done. So I will show you this one compared to another one. They look the same. So that is it. Each of the glitter spools are 10 yards. So this makes at least 5. One large one and 5 little ones. So 6 altogether. If you want to know how the larger one is set up, let me grab it and I will tell you. So the larger one is set up with 3 start with white, 3 start with teal, or no, I'm sorry, 3 start with white and 3 start with turquoise. And then it goes, it's really hard to tell. Okay, so the white ones go white, teal, turquoise, white, teal, turquoise. The other ones start with, okay, they start with teal, not turquoise. So teal, turquoise, white, teal, turquoise, white, teal, turquoise. So they all end in turquoise. I know it is really, really hard to tell the colors. Let me try to adjust my filming setup real quick. Okay, hopefully you guys can see the colors right now. So, like I said, it's basically the same. It's just they all end on turquoise. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And subscribe for more DIY decor videos, because I will definitely be doing more. Alright, see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.